Hello, Virgo. I hope you're doing well today. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is what you don't see coming for the week of October 26, 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Virgo in any of those placements, odds are there's a message in this reading for you. Also, keep in mind that this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how fits, and leave what doesn't. With all of that said, oh, and don't forget to check out your other placements. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Virgo collective now for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Virgo need to know for the week of October 26, 2025? What does Virgo need to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you need to know? What's headed your way? Uninterested. The bottom of the deck, you have wasting time. Stuck, no changes, limited, and then we have running. Okay. Tell me more about uninterested and wasting time here for Virgo. Why is this something they don't see coming this week for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Two of Wands, followed by Four of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, Queen of Pentacles. There's something on that card that's catching my eye. I'll take a look at it in a second. Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Chariot. There's the Queen of Cups. Let me just look at this really quick. That's interesting. So there's 3:12 on the clock, on the pocket watch. 312, 312. That might be an angel number that you want to look at. 312. Okay, let's see where we're going with this message. So I see you moving forward in that Two of Wands. This is, I've turned my back to the past, and I am considering or exploring options for my future. So I don't know what you're considering leaving here in the past. A relationship, an experience, something that you were doing that you feel is like maybe no longer aligned to you or doesn't have the potential to be part of your future. So something is changing, a mindset, political belief, a religious belief, or it could be a situation, environment, or a connection. But this is heavy contemplation about your future, where you want to be, who you want to be, who you want to be with, what you want, like what will make me happy. That seems to be the contemplation here. I'm speaking like you. I'm focused on my happiness. I'm focused on moving forward towards situations, environments, and connections that are aligned with me and that Hierophant energy that make me happy, that order, structure, and stability. It's almost like a week of contemplation here for you, Virgo. What do I need to change? I'm speaking like you. What do I need to change? And this is what you're not interested in. You're no longer interested in situations, environments, connections, hobbies even, that don't nurture you, that you don't feel nurtured by, you kind of feel bored with, or, the person that makes you feel alone or isolated or not good enough. This is very rapid movement away from a situation, environment, connection. Like I said, mindset, pattern, habit. It's no longer aligned with you. You're wasting your time. I'm speaking like you. The feeling here is like, I'm wasting my time thinking about this, dreaming about this, wasting my time. Two of Wands, where are you headed? Actually, let's see. What are you leaving behind? What are you leaving behind? What is Virgo? What is the Virgo collective leaving behind this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Wands. Situations, environments, or connections that look good, sound good, feel good in the moment, but have no longevity to them. And even could be, maybe I'm speaking to a Virgo, you're a business owner, and you're just deciding the way you've been doing your business is that won't yield the sustainable long-term results you want. Knight of Wands. Page of Pentacles and the Death card. It's done. Tower. It's done. You're making the decision here to, again, end something in your life. Either it has been financially inconsistent, so you're changing up. Let's say that you're a Virgo and you're a business owner, and you're like, you know what? This is giving me, one week I make a lot of money, the next week I don't. It's not consistent how I'm running my business. So the Tower card, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, it's like I feel like I'm fighting for every penny or nickel I'm making. There has to be a better way for me to do this. I don't think you would be walking away from your business in that sense, but maybe walking away from how you have been doing the business. Or maybe you work from home and you've been inconsistent. You work 2 hours here, 1 hour here. Maybe like me, you find yourself at midnight doing readings. Not that I'm doing that today. Today it's like 6 p.m. here. It's getting dark out early. But the feeling here just seems to be like, something I've been doing in my life, if you're a business owner or even at work, if you work for someone else, it just has had inconsistent results. And this week you're looking for new ways on how to do it or how to improve it or how to improve the way you do it. For others of you, it could be a person here in your life or just the archetype of that type of person. People who are flaky, people who are inconsistent, people who say one thing but do another, you know, people who only come around when they need something for you. And that could be with friends, family members, or lovers. But there's still a feeling here of I want to turn my back on those types of connections. They're a waste of my time. I keep waiting for them to get better, to improve. They don't. And I just kind of want to move forward and move on. And same thing if this is like a hobby. I could be speaking to a Virgo where, I don't know, you played guitar your whole life and you're like, you know what? It's kind of like, it's a waste of time. I don't enjoy it anymore. At one time I did, right? At one time it was the Three of Cups. It was celebration, happiness. Now it's kind of like a dread just to tune the guitar before I even start playing it. So I don't know what this has been for you, but something has changed here in the Virgo collective. A situation, environment, connection, mindset, pattern, or just the way you were doing something. This is a radical, I'm not interested in doing it that way anymore or dealing with those types of people. Hierophant, you're changing your beliefs on whatever or whomever this is. And I feel like it's been a slow build. Excuse me. Hierophant, tell me about the Hierophant here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Hierophant, clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Wow. For some of you, it's a person. It very well could be a person, friend, family member, lover. This individual, I'm speaking like you, we're no longer aligned. We have different values. You could see yourself as someone who's very honest and very stable. Queen of Pentacle energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. And you see this person as a Knight of Wands. They're not consistent with you. They're very immature in energy. And you could feel like, you know what, this is continuing to engage with this person is a waste of my time. It's a waste of my effort. I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm evolving. They're not. And they're actually sabotaging my ability to meet someone else or to meet other people. And I think that's what you're realizing here this week. And same thing if it's like a business plan, because in a career and finance reading, a Hierophant could be the corporation that you own or the entity you own or the corporation or entity you work for. And same thing, the feeling is I'm doing something here that is inconsistent or sabotaging. So it could be for some of you, you're contemplating like maybe you could start using some new technological advances like AI or something like that. It's just like the way I've been doing something needs to change, or the people that I've been engaging with, it needs to change. And because they're not changing, I need to detach from them. So again, I hate to repeat myself. I don't want to be that reader, but situation, environments, connections here in your life you feel are impeding your growth or your ability to be successful or your ability to meet other people or to do other things or to expand. Queen of Pentacles. And this is a decision you're making for yourself. The Queen of Pentacles is very self-nurturing queen. And she's very good at investments. See how, like in the deck I use for you, she's like side-eyeing. You're like side-eyeing these situations, environments, or connections. Like, it really is a waste of my time. And I feel like that's what you're doing here this week. And it's almost like in the name of respect for myself or love for myself, I'm not engaging in this anymore, or I'm changing things up, in terms of what I used to do. Queen of Pentacles, one more shuffle. Thank you. Justice, Three of Pentacles, and Ten of Swords. Well, I'm telling you, I've tapped into a group of you where you're done. You're done with that person or those types of people or doing something the same way. You're done. You either want connections that are more fair and balanced, or you want to feel more fair and balanced at work, or you want to have a more fair and balanced schedule. Like for those of you who work from home like I do, there's just something here that you're determining can't change, won't change, but you have to be the one to change it. And you're going to change it by disengaging from it or disengaging from doing it. Like if it's something you're doing yourself. And I don't think you would have seen yourself doing this in the past. I've tapped onto a group of you where, like, if it's a person, you would have in the past endlessly given them the benefit of the doubt. And this time around, you're like, no, not interested in wasting any more of my time on this person, friend, family member, or lover. And if it's something you're doing, like at work, whether you work for yourself or not, you could have thought at one time, I'm always going to do it this way. I know that there's other ways that I can do this, more expedient ways, efficient ways, but nope, I'm just going to do it the tried and true way. And this week you're like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try, right? I'm not going to use the typewriter anymore. I'm going to use a computer. Just humor me. I don't actually, well, maybe some of you are using a typewriter, but it's like, it's a technological upgrade. And maybe for some of you, it is the incorporation of AI. But there's something like that here at play in your life where you're like, the old way or the old people, not in terms of age, but it's just like enough. Something has to give. Something has to change. You healed something here within yourself. Because again, I go back to the feeling where like in the past, you would have continued entertaining that or continued doing it that way or showing up that way. And this week you're like, no, there's 312. I got to look up that we have to, like we're in the room together. We have to look up that, 312. We have to look that up, that angel number. Okay. Where are you headed, my love? Tell me about the Chariot. So this week is a determination. I'm done. Now let's see where you're going in the future. One more shuffle. Thank you. In the future. Page of Wands, exploring new territories, strength, and Knight of Cups. I love it. Look, Tower. It's all forward movement. The Page of Wands, looking forward. The Strength card, I was going to say courage. Maybe for some of you, this will take courage, but you're leaving something behind in the past. There's a horse back here galloping behind you, and you're like, yeah, I see you. No, thanks. Not interested. And even that Knight of Cups here is on the move. So this is forward movement in another direction. And it's not reckless. Page of Wands. I want to discover more how I can do something a different way. Or I'm going to take my time relocating. Like maybe for some of you, the Four of Wands is where you live. And you're like, I'm not interested in living here anymore. I'm wasting my time paying rent to someone. I could actually make a long-term plan here to buy my own house. And at least the money I'm paying every month is going into something that I own that I'm going to establish equity in. So it could even be something like that in terms of house and home. You're like, you know what? I'm not interested in being a renter forever. Does it mean that this week you're going to go out and put a down payment out on a house? Probably not. But the idea here for you, something radical is shifting for you. Something that you thought you would never give up on, or someone you thought you would never give up on, or the place you live at. You're like, I'm always going to live here forever, or I'll always be a renter. And it's like, no, I'm wasting my time or I'm wasting my resources. And I'm going to discover now ways on how to move forward from this person, this place, this thing, or I'm going to discover ways on how to do this differently. Like, again, like if it's work related. This is going to be a short read for you. The other ones were 15, 20 minutes long, but this is a short read, and that's because you are very no nonsense this week. Is there anyone coming back around in that Knight of Wands that Virgo just needs to prepare for? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Temperance, the Fool, and the Eight of Wands. You could receive communication from this person. I know you don't want to hear that, but we are almost pre-shadow Mercury retrograde, which will encompass almost the entire month of November. And we're edging ever closer. Actually, by the end of this week, we really will be in pre-shadow energy. So you very well, by the latter part of the week, because for me, wands are days, and this is 8 days. So this person that you're thinking of disengaging from, this friend, family member, lover, they could very well contact you this week. I just see you advancing forward without them. It's a determination you've made that continuing to engage with this person or this type of person is a waste of time. So for those of you where this is an actual individual, I do see communication. I just don't see you being interested. Now, you have the divine gift of free will. Okay, you do what you want. You don't have to be in the majority. The collective means like the majority. You don't have to go along with the majority. You could continue to engage with this, individual, but the majority of you will not be doing that if it is a person. 3 cards of advice here for Virgo. 3 cards of advice here for my Virgos. I want to take a look at this card. It keeps wanting to show itself. 10 of Pentacles. Go for the gold. Go for the gold. Go for stability. Go for long-term success and happiness. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice this week. Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. Create that plan. 8 of Pentacles, and then start working on it. 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. There's someone here who may not like the direction you're going in. Go anyway. Go anyway. This person in the middle is bending over to pick up the Ace of Wands. which consequently you're here holding in the Two of Wands. We're considering leaving this in the past. We're picking up the new Ace of Wands, the new way to do something, the new life path, new connections, new horizons, new way of doing something, new people. Again, whatever that new is for you. And here we see you bending over and picking up the new. And look what's around you. 4 people with sticks ready to beat you down. I'm not saying it's going to be like physically beating you down, but just prepare this week that as you are creating this path, this plan, very high energy, high vibing Virgo energy here in the Knight of Pentacles, creating the strategy, the plan. What do I need to do to move there, live there, learn that, meet someone new? Again, very forward thinking, but not reckless. And I like this for you. So as you create that plan and you begin to work on it and do work on it, and that's what your advice here is this week. Don't get too lost in working on it that you're not paying attention to this, because you will have people, or at least one person, that does not like the direction you're going in, but that should not mean that you don't continue to move in that direction. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, and Six of Cups. Yeah, this is this person from the past or soon to be past communicating with you. Again, they're coming in a very immature energy, page energy, Knight energy. Even the Fool sometimes could be a little reckless energy. And you're the Queen of Swords. You were the Queen of Pentacles. You showed up as the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And now we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like when this person from your past or your soon to be past communicates with you, you definitely here appear to be the adult in the room. You're making a head over heart decision here when it comes to changing this up or changing the way you do something or moving on from this situation, environment, or connection. I kind of want to tell you to just keep going, because I think the fact that you are giving up on something or someone that at some point in time you thought you never would give up on shows huge, huge growth here for the Virgo collective. So keep going, okay? Future looks bright. Probably going to have to wear shades, so pick up some sunglasses while you're at it if you're out and about this week. That's what I have for you, Virgo, for the week of October 26, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.